I know there's a problem. Pick this guy up from a local fish store. No. Alright, reefers, I am about to leave the reef tank to its own accord for 5 days, 4 nights as my family travel up north to enjoy the fall's foliage. We also did our COVID test, make sure we're negative. We need to do that 72 hours before we arrive at the states that we're gonna hit. So everything looks good. We are getting ready to head out tomorrow morning. By the time you see this, we're back, and I probably passed out, but if I to be honest, there's a lot of driving involved because we don't want to make too many stops. The reason I'm filming the 135 gallon right now is because I kind of want to do a snapshot at this point in time, just in case something goes wrong or something looks a little bit different by the time I come back, so I can kind of reference back to this. So zooming in a little bit, all the coral seems to be really happy. The only thing I have issue with is this frog spawn right here. If we look at the really bottom head right there, a little bit of the flesh is actually missing. Now the flesh does not look to be like rotting off or anything like that. It looks like something took a chunk out of it, and this happened a couple days ago and it did not spread. So whatever was bothering that polyp probably took a bite and thinks that it does not taste good. I'm not pointing any finger at any fish in particular, but yeah, again, no proof. I'm not sure, but most likely culprit, because this guy has started sampling things off the rock and stuff like that, which is a good thing to see, because I do want the rabbitfish to start eating the bubble algae. Everything else looks perfectly happy. I did a pretty heavy feeding on the fathead andro and sun corals yesterday, because I know that I'm gonna leave for a couple days, so I want to make sure they are full. Also, same thing with the rose bubble tip anemone. That's why it looks pretty full and pretty happy. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there is a yellow line goby that I picked up from Seahorse Savvy when I was picking up the pipefish. So let me see, where are the other guys? I saw them just a little bit earlier. Well, guys, I can't really see the other fish I want to show you, so I guess we'll have to wait on those guys. I'll try to do that when I come back. So maybe later on in this video, I'll be able to talk a little bit about them. And also, surprise, surprise, I actually added 4 ammo crabs after talking to Richard of Aficionado. And a couple of you guys actually recommend using ammo crab on bubble algae.
Flashback.
I kind of gave up on the rabbitfish turning around quickly enough, so we're gonna add some ammo crab to help. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of crab because I've had bad experience, but quite a few of you said that ammo crabs is the way to go for bubble algae. At this point, I'm throwing everything in the kitchen sink to the problem. So let's see if they have any ammo crabs. That's, once again, fantastic. All right, guys, here are the ammo crabs back home. After talking to some people, it sounds like it is typically the male that have issues. And also, maybe if they're picking at corals, the corals may already be sick or is dying. That's why they're going after the kind of like the decaying tissues. Well, at the end of the day, ammo crab is still crab, and crab to me is opportunistic. So if they have a chance to catch a sleeping fish, chances are they will. And that's also why once they get to a certain size where they could potentially go after smaller fish, I may move him to the sump or refugium, or just rehome him to a tank that could handle a larger crab. Well, I guess we can go ahead and acclimate these crabs and get them in the 135 gallon tank. As I'm acclimating the crab and looking at the crabs closely, I noticed a problem. I was trying to catch, oh man, look how mean these guys is. As I'm flipping them over, I noticed that I asked for female crab. This one looks like is it a female or male?
It's a
male. Looks like male, right? Let me look at this one.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. Look at this guy right here. That's also a male. I think, at least, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But just based on pictures and stuff like that, or based on my experience living in Maryland, eating blue crab, where the bottom, well, this is female. This is really obviously a female because it is rounded. But I think if they're anything like blue crabs, if the abdominal has a thing, actually, no, you know what? I feel like this may be a female as well. So 2 females. Actually, could be. I think it could be females. All right, this big.
Wait, what are you doing?
All right, the one I got a question about is this biggest crab right here. Based on the bottom plate right here, is that a male or female?
It's a male.
It's a male? You think it's a male?
Yeah, $100.
$100?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You still owe me $500.
I've been owing her.
Give it to me!
So it looks like we do not have all females, which I was hoping for.
That's your life.
That's my life.
No females.
But the good thing is that emerald crab typically is pretty easy to catch once they get comfortable in the tank. So let's go ahead and drop them in, see if they can help take care of the bubble algae issue a little bit first. I'm gonna try to release them near where I need them the most. So this guy, let's go over here. All right, even though we did not get all females like I've hoped for, but they should work just as well. It's just that I have to keep a close eye on these crabs now that I know a couple of them are male.
End of flashback.
So I have done the second dose of Vibrant dosing yesterday because today's Friday, yesterday Thursday. Every 7 days I do 1 dose of Vibrant. It's only my second dose, and to recap, I'm doing half dose, meaning that supposedly for this tank I should do about like 13, 14 milliliter. I'm only doing 6. And the thing that I'm really happy about is actually this. Look at this. Some of the bubble is actually getting like a silver sheen to it. It's becoming opaque. And that is one sign that Vibrant is working. At least that's what I'm hearing. And that bubble algae may be on his way out. And this stayed true in my 45-gallon tank when I ran Vibrant as well. So that's really, really cool to see. Oh, look at this. Man, I've been waiting for this guy to show up. So this is one of the fish I added recently. That is a Bristol tail foulfish, or known as the Aptasia eating foulfish. They kind of use that kind of like common name, I guess, to for better marketing. I believe they are captive bred, coming out from possibly OLA. I'm not 100% sure about this one in particular because I picked this guy up from a local fish store in order to target some of these Aptasias I'm getting right here. By the way, if you did not see my video, the Marjano one did not work out too well. I think it actually causes more Aptasia because Aptasia is not getting destroyed completely, and some of these fragments kind of float off and just kind of pop up again somewhere else. So that's that. But that's one of the new fish I picked up for this tank, the Aptasia eating foulfish, or the Bristol tail foulfish. I actually got a couple other small fish I added to this tank, but I have not really talked about it yet because they are so cryptic. So if I see them, I will let you know.
3 days later.
Hey, what's up, Reefers? Pardon my mustache or whatever you want to call it that I have, but I have been driving to Vermont for this view. Look at this. We are at the lodge at Spruce Mountain. This is one of the ski resorts. Right, Leon? And we have been hunting this view. I understand that the locals call tourists that come for the fall foliage the leaf peepers. So we're in full-blown leaf peeping mode. Check this out, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. Emily's getting ready right now. We're gonna do a little photo shoot afterwards. But chances are I'm gonna butcher the photo shoot because I'm still trying to figure my way out around the camera. But then again, I mean, when you get views like this, it's kind of hard to mess up too badly. All right, well, I guess we'll get to work. What do you think, Leon? Oh.
Like, I don't care.
Later.
All right, so Emily was making some comment about the tank. Which is your favorite fish?
The yellow fat fish.
The yellow fat fish, the silver belly wrasse, right? He actually got really, really big. He got fat and big. I don't know when it happened. Just like one day I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, I think he grew a lot.
And he has a really short tail.
Really short tail.
So cute.
So cute.
Like a corgi.
Like a corgi. Okay, well, so he got big butt and can't lie. And you like big butt and cannot lie.
Yeah!
Oh my god, guys, here's what I want to show you. Dude, stop squeezing here. It's kind of hard to see because like there's no scale of reference. Oh man, it's slipped away again. One of the emerald crab. Let's see if it comes back. Yep, it's peeking. So remember in the beginning of this video, I got 4 of the emerald crab like this size. Actually, I think in fact one of them is here. So they're still like about the size, almost quarter, between a nickel and quarter size, right? I saw in my tank emerald crab, I swear, like freaking silver dollar size. It's ridiculous. It's one of the bigger ones I've seen. May not be the biggest, but dude, that dude can definitely take down gobies. It's like this guy. It's like this much. Now I'm not sure if it's one of the 4 that molted because it got huge, or if it's one of the one of the first inhabitants of this tank is actually emerald crab. It was a small emerald crab. I have not seen him in ages. I just assumed that it just perished. Maybe it was that guy sensing that there are other emerald crabs in this tank now, so it's safe to come out, and it's become a lot more bold. That dude was ginormous. And I see the legs right there. I'm gonna see if he comes out. No, I wasn't planning to do this, but seeing the crab is kind of out in corner, it's probably easier to catch. That guy got way too big for comfort. Let me just see if I can get to him. Oh, no, went the other way. No, dude.
Bye-bye.
We'll kind of wait for him to kind of come out and open again, and I'll try for it. I guess we'll keep trying until we get him.
Right? Hi, you know.
No, fudge! No, I had him. I was messing with the camera, trying to get a shot of him, and then dang it, he wiggled out. Are you kidding me? Where is he? Oh, he's still here. I can still get him. It's doing pretty easy to get the spot. Dude, look at it. You see this? You see the size of this guy? And my claw doesn't open up big enough, so I gotta. Yep, it's a male. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fudge. There we go, let's go. Bro, what the heck? Let me get him out first. I'm gonna make this thing stick. 1 second. Holy heck. But this is the little hand I used in the earlier beginning of this video. Actually, let me just stick my finger in there. Famous last words. Well, it's not the biggest emerald crab I've seen, but you cannot tell me that this is going to be reef safe. This is just a little bit too much crab for me. Like I mentioned earlier, emerald crab is much easier to catch compared to other things that we got going on in the tank. And when a crab comes to this size, yep, it's time to get this guy out. Definitely really alpha male right there. Now my question is whether this is one of the 4 crabs that I introduced to the tank in the beginning of this video. In the span of 1 week, it molted once and got this big. Or is this one of the earliest inhabitant of this tank that I introduced? Because remember, in the 145 gallon tank, the first critter I added to the tank is actually a really small emerald crab. I've not seen it since. I just kind of assumed that emerald crab perished, but maybe this is him. Well, I'm definitely not adding this guy back to the 135 display, and definitely not adding him to the mangrove tank. It's going to wreak havoc. Not to mention probably hunt down my pipefish. So the next best thing, at least for now, is going to just kind of drop him into the refugium. Hopefully he'll kind of help me with keeping the refugium trimmed as well. And it's going to live there, at least for now, until I find a better place for him. So with that said, this guy is going to stay in the refugium for now, right there. Oh my god. You know, the more I look at him, there's simply no way. There's no way that one male crab that I showed earlier in this video grew this big within a week. It molted and just got this big? That's crazy. But then again, I'm not sure if this is actually one of the first inhabitant of the tank, because I did add a emerald crab. It's hard to see. I can't really, honestly, I can't really tell. So, whichever the case, now it resides in the refugium. Oh my lord. Alright, that's actually a really nice segue to the goby right there. That's actually one of the other fish I want to show you. But right now I'm still kind of waiting for him to pair up with the pistol shrimp, who has taken residence up front, the front part of the tank, which is fantastic to see, because now we can observe their interaction much closer. Oh man, my adrenaline is still pumping from catching that emerald crab. My goodness, that's a big boy. Although if I may be honest, after I pull it out and look at it, I have seen emerald crab that size at fish store. And those are the crabs I will never get because they're just way too big. If they're definitely gonna go after like corals, fish and stuff like that. But I'm just happy I was able to like relatively easily catch him and get him out of the tank. Oh look, it's feeding time. It's probably 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That's when I have the auto feeder on, and you see all the fish just kind of going crazy because the avas is creating a vortex, sucking all the different food into the water column to make sure it's not floating at the surface and get us go down to the sump right away. And all the fish are eating really, really well. I have probably like 5 feedings a day at the moment, and the rabbitfish has readily taken to eating from the water column. Speaking of feeding, I actually tried some different food this round. I actually bought some of these bulk reef supply foods because I saw that it just came out of them. They got the Mysis shrimp that's freeze dried, and also the Calanus, thinking the smaller fish will appreciate this. Obviously live is best, and then I think maybe like the liquid version, like the Reef Nutrition stuff, is probably second, and I think like third maybe like these freeze dry stuff, because from what I read, freeze dry seems to kind of retain a lot of the nutritional values compared to say like pellets or flakes. So that's why I got some of these freeze dry version of the BLS food when stuff on BLS is on sale. Decided to give it a try. Loaded them in a feeder, added some flake, added some pellets, kind of do a big old mix, and I added some coral food as well. And 4 or 5 times a day, I think 5 times a day, this thing is just gonna run. It's gonna feed like 40 seconds each time. And fish seems happy, coral seems happy. For the most part, I see these guys like the NPS out more often than I have in the past. In the past, I may have to chum the water first, but nowadays, once in a while, I'll see them out as well. So that's awesome to see. But I digress. Bubble Tip Anemone still staying in the front left corner. I fed it, seems happy, so that is really good to see. I was afraid that it's gonna start moving around. Hey guys, baby's fuzzing. We're gonna cut this video a little bit short. It has been a long week. I'm trying to catch up on some Z's as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this little update, and you guys have an awesome week. I'll see you next Sunday at 12:40 p.m. sharp. Bye-bye. This much skim bait in the span of 5 days. How'd you like that? My gosh.